Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be making a fully automatic sugarcane farm. However, how mine differs from other fully automatic sugarcane farms is mine has an off switch that I can turn the bud switches off, and it also has an option to manually harvest the sugarcanes if you have the bud switches turned off. This right here does absolutely nothing if you don't have the bud switches turned off. And the reason for that is just like maybe you have a lot of stuff in your world and you don't want the lag of a bunch of pistons going at once, so you want to do it manually. There you go. I'll give you a quick look at the redstone behind it, and then I'll crack on with the tutorial. It's not very difficult. It seems daunting, but it's not in actuality. This right here looks quite daunting, but it's just the bud switch right there. This is the switch that turns the bud switch off. This furnace keeps the piston from pushing this glass. And there you go. There's only two bud switches. There's one bud switch for every 2 layers. And there you go. That right here is the redstone behind it. Now let's crack on with this tutorial, shall we? Alright then, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick a block of choice. The slabs aren't really necessary. You can use glowstone instead. Slabs are cheaper. And I like using slabs for all my redstone wiring. You're going to want some redstone dust, a redstone torch, a redstone repeater, sticky piston, dirt, glowstone, and water buckets. Alright, so what I like to do to get started is place my dirt. Place it in 15 blocks. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. I like to place the dirt first because it kind of gives you a good template as to where to put the sticky pistons. Now next, I like to make the water well. And once again, just follow along the dirt. There we go. Now the back side of the water well. Just follow the trail. Now go ahead and place water in there. Alrighty then. Now you're going to want to place your glowstone above the water. Like so. And then behind the glowstone diagonally like that, you're going to want to place your sticky pistons. There's 15 of them. And the second row, another 15. Alrighty then. And now place your block of choice in front of your sticky pistons. This block will be visible if you want a big window in front of the farm like I have. You don't need that big window. If you want to make it more efficient and tile these together, that's completely fine too. Now, right here, you're gonna leave this block right here blank, because when we get into the redstone, we're going to need that spot. That right there is where sticky piston goes. Now, what I'm going to do is going to have you guys tile that over. And to tile to the next layer, it's quite simple. There we go. Now follow those steps until you got this 4 layers high. I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. I built the 4 layers, leaving a space every other layer for the bud switch. Now I'll be showing you how to wire in the bud switches. Place a piston there, and okay. I'll wire in the bottom bud switch first. Place a block right there. Now, block right there. Place a repeater, put it on 4 ticks. Put a torch right there. Now, put a block in front of the repeater. block above the repeater. A repeater right there facing into the block above the repeater on 4 ticks. And then a block right here and a block right here. Place a torch and redstone right there. The blood switch is almost done. Now you just need to finish this, complete the circuit itself. So I usually use half slabs because, well, I like half slabs. Place a full block behind the repeater right here. Place redstone dust right there and redstone dust right there. Oops. I believe I want to do, yeah, like that. Okay. And then place a block like that. So now when I update this block right there, there we go. The bud switch is working. Now do the same thing with the second bud switch. Four ticks. 4 ticks. Torch. Dust. Dust. I think I did something wrong here. Yep, almost did something wrong here. There we go. Now, this bud switch is wired in. Alright. Now the next step is to wire in the pistons, and that's pretty simple. Just place blocks behind the pistons like so. Half slab, upside down slabs behind those blocks. Placed a repeater right there on 3 ticks. And place repeaters right here in default state, which is 1 tick. And then redstone dust like so. Now, I will repeat that process for all 4 layers, and I will be right back. I counted wrong, that's 3. Alright guys, I have them all wired in. Now, you may be wondering, alright, now the bud switch will activate the first piston. How am I going to get it to activate the second one? That is actually quite simple. You put an upside down slab right there, put a block right there, upside down slab, delete that block, redstone, redstone. There we go. Now the 2 layers are connected. You do the same thing with up here. There we go. Now the bud switches for both of them are wired up. There we go. Now, before we get to the important part of putting the sugarcanes down, I want to let you guys know that this is actually all you need to do to make a fully automatic sugarcane farm. Just do this, and then you place the sugarcanes on the dirt. I like to do that last because it's kind of in the way. Now, next step in this process is to make the on-off switch for the bud switches. You flick the lever on and it'll turn the bud switches off by putting a block right here that can't be moved. And then you flick it off, it will move this block out of the way where the bud switch can work again, and then it also resets the pistons where the bud switches will work. I'll show you what I mean. Now, to do that, it's quite simple. We will be needing a glass block. Put a glass block in front of that block, and come out. I'm gonna come this direction this time. Come out 2 blocks, like so. Put a piston facing the glass, and put a furnace behind it. Now do the same thing with the second bud switch. There we go. Now all that is for is this just makes the furnace just makes sure that the piston can't be pushed, which it can't be anyways, but it's kind of a just in case thing. Now what we need to do is we need to wire these two up, where this will be on at the same time as this. Default state is off, so I want to make sure these are off. And to do that, simply put a torch tower like this. There we go. And I believe that's how I want to do it. Yep, they're both extended. That's good. I want them to both be retracted now. Now this is you're going to put a repeater here. And then I'm actually going to go down 1 more block. There we go. Now we're going to take this line right here and go all the way over here. There we go. Take redstone dust, put it on this line, and take it all the way along here to this repeater. I'm going to come over here and turn this invisible lever on. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to place the button right there where I want that. Now, moving on, we're going to find where the signal stops, which is right there, and simply put a repeater. Now that the lever is flicked on, these bud switches should be turned off. Observe. Nothing happens. There we go. But there is a reset that you need to do, and I'll show you the reason why. As you can see, nothing happens. Now watch what happens when I flick this off. Still nothing happens. You need something to activate these pistons to get the bud switch working again. Now we're going to make a falling edge circuit from one of these torches right here. Going to make sure this is on. It is. Alright, we're going to make a falling edge circuit from this torch right here. Or this torch, derp. This block right here. Because when I turn it off, this torch will turn back on, which will power this block. There we go. Now, it's not enough just to make a fallen edge circuit. I need to make a monostable circuit so it only ticks once. And come to think of it, I need a full block. Alright. I'm gonna put this right here. And I believe this should do it. Alright. That turned on. Didn't realize that I would need a whole block right there. Now that I have this, I put this monostable circuit in, so when we turn the bud switches back on, it'll activate the monostable circuit, which will give a pulse to this line of piston and this line of pistons, which will push the sugar canes out to harvest it so you can turn it back to auto. And right here, this is the very same deal. Monostable circuit sends a pulse. There we go. Now we have one more thing that we have to wire up, guys. We have to wire up the manual harvest when you have the bud switches turned off. So to do that, we're gonna put a repeater behind a button. There we go. And we're going first off, we're gonna have to do a torch tower. All the way down. Don't know how far down yet, but we'll figure it out. Every other. Alright, this is on. So I have to make sure that the default state of this is off. There we go. We're going to have to swap out a block for one of those. Piston. There we go. And this should do it. Oh. Made this a little too low. Almost made a boo-boo there. There we go. And there. Now, when this light is on, which indicates that the bud switches are turned off, you press this button. And now when you turn it back to automatic, it will harvest it. And the second little push seemed a little fast. Why was that fast? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just a graphical glitch. But now, for the most part, this is all done. Everything is finished now. All the redstone and everything. Now you just have to deck it out how you want it to look. And you can call it. There you go. What I did on my LP world, didn't realize I had glass, is I put a glass wall in front of it. But you don't need to put a glass wall. You can also put a block of choice. But there does need to be a wall right there, because pistons will fling the sugar canes really far. Speaking of that, that's kind of an important step that I almost missed. You need to put the sugar canes down now. Missed one, I know. Alright. And there you go, guys. That is it. That is all you have to do. And this will be what it'll kind of look like when you're all finished. You just go AFK right here. I did it too wide because I was working on something, but you just sit right here, go AFK, and it'll push them all the drops into your inventory. And when the bud switches are on, this button doesn't do anything. You have to turn the button on to turn manual harvest on. It's just for safety. See how far that one just flew? Oh, okay, maybe it didn't fling as far as I thought it did, but still, it flung quite far, I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, rating down below, that'd be awesome. And maybe if you want to leave a suggestion as to a tutorial you think I should do, leave the suggestion down below as well. And I hope you enjoyed it. That is how you make a fully automatic sugarcane farm, with options to turn automatic on and off. So, pretty cool. I like it. Didn't really take that long to design it, really. But I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.